That's crazy. Okay. So this is an interesting point, and I got to stay track on time, but most of what people do is not about love. It's about avoiding rejection. That's different, but it's also makes sense. Like it is the same. So people chase certain things to feel certain things, right? And I am 100% guilty of this, right? We chase achievement to be worthy. We chase productivity to be valuable. We chase self-sacrifice to be needed. We chase perfection to not be abandoned. Not because they praise, but because their nervous system learned if I stop performing, I disappear. That's where like this is an uncomfortable truth hurt for me because sometimes you don't know why you do what you do. And for me, like this hurts because it's like, oh, what am I doing? Am I trying to stay relevant? Am I trying to perform so people love me? Why do I feel the need for it to be loved so badly? When I have like a husband and kids who love me just because I'm me and mom and dad. Like I know deep down I have people in my life that love me, whether I'm a freaking bum or I'm a freaking superstar. But for the person, it's like we don't feel that. We don't see that. We know if we become a bum on the streets, we aren't going to be as loved and respected. And we might be rejected. So we all just want to belong. We all just want to connect. That makes so much sense to me. Kind of goes into, there's so much I could talk about, but again, I want to be cognizant of the time. A couple other points I'll say is a neuroscience twist that most people miss is you cannot feel loved while your nervous system is in prove mode. Why? Proving is the sympathetic activation. Feeling loved is the parasympathetic safety. So the very behaviors that are meant to earn love shut off the ability to feel it. So how to feel love without performing? Let's wrap it up. This is also where I'm like, do I love the mindset or do I love the nervous system? Because it's about nervous system shifting. It is up here and like nervous system is like here. So it's like, it's a state. Okay. So separate from being, I'm sorry, let me back it up. Practice noticing, am I doing this to express myself or to secure my place? Because that is two things. Like for me, I am doing this to express myself. I feel so good when I do these. Like when I do my morning routines, when I do my talking, when I do my walking, I actually am doing this to express myself. It started as that. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if other people would benefit from hearing this and talking like this. But then the question is, are you doing this to get attention or secure my place and get people to follow me? I don't know, right? Because awareness alone begins rewiring. So your brain needs evidence of non-transactional connection. So being listened to without fixing, being enjoyed without usefulness, being chosen when you are resting, okay? At first, this all feels uncomfortable, almost unsafe, right? And that's the nervous system detoxing from performance, right? Because those are totally attached. And I even think about it with like my kids. Like, I mean, we were all kids one day and we performed, did we not? Like we were at the bottom of the staircase. We'd practice our dance upstairs with all the neighborhood kids. All of our parents would dance. We start performing. Our parents, and I'd be like, "That was so good. That was so good. I want to do it again. Let's do it again and again." You want that feeling of, I did something great. Like I practiced something. I did something great. I showed the world and everybody accepted it. Everybody loved it. And again, I do it with my own kids. My own kids are doing tap dancing shows, performances, and even like other kids, like we all go to these performances. We bring the kids flowers because they stand up there and they're so cute. But it's like, I'd love that kid if they didn't want to go to school that day. Like I'd still love them the same. Just because they performed doesn't mean I don't love them. And I know that. I think you know that. I think everybody knows, like, of course we'd love our kid if they didn't perform, but I don't know if they know that. I don't know if they feel that. I think they know that they perform, they get flowers, candy, they get hugs and love and attention and pictures taken of them versus just being who they are, feeling that same sense of love. And again, as I'm saying this out loud, I think of my own childhood. Yeah. So it's important to build self-trust instead of self-worth, which is interesting because I've never thought about that. So self-worth says, am I enough? And self-trust says, I will not abandon myself to be chosen. This shift alone reduces exhaustion. And I didn't really think about the difference between self-trust and self-worth. This is super interesting. Again, the whole point is I want everyone to think. I want people to think. And this is definitely something to be thoughtful about. Of how do you, like, if you're a parent, how do you look at your kids? How do you treat your kids? And again, going back to that attachment theory and getting them to have a regulated nervous system. Gosh, this is crazy. Regulate before you relate. This is another thing where love is not a thought, it is a body state, which I think I mentioned before, that it's like, it's not mindset stuff. It's like, it's nervous system stuff. So that's interesting that it's like, it's love is not a thought. It's a feeling. It's a being. You can have a state of mind, right? Or a state of body. Practices that increase felt safety. So this is what we can do. Slow walking while talking out loud. Cool. Doing that right now. Eye contact without explanation, silence without productivity, touch like chest on hand, or sorry, hand on chest, hugs, grounding. The body feels safe and the brain allows love in. Okay. So as we wrap this up, the deeper truth. This is also said using our resource of ChatGPT here. Humans don't want love to be given. They want permission to exist without performing. So love to the brain means I can stop scanning, I can rest, I don't have to disappear. So when you stop trying to prove that you're lovable, your nervous system finally gets what it's been asking for all along. Crazy, crazy. I feel like that's like, I mean, it's a lot to digest. And as I didn't know where this would go, this was my longest episode yet, just over 20 minutes. And I have to get it down to under 15, but neither here nor there. I will edit. But yeah, I think this is where this matters. And it just matters. Like the whole point of me doing this podcast is to get people to think, get people to think for themselves. I definitely don't want you to think the way I think. I want you to think the way you think. I also want you to do what you want to do, right? Not everyone wants to do a podcast. Not everyone wants to listen to a podcast. By all means, like it's fine. I have enjoyed making this. I enjoy listening to podcasts. That's me. That's my brain. That's my nervous system. I am trying to figure myself out as we go. And I think more people to get off the autopilot plane and get on the freaking deep thinking submarine, right? Like, let's go deeper and understand why we do what we do, why we think what we think. This is the whole concept of this podcast that I am thrilled. I love learning from other people. I love having an open mind. I love making new neural connections because learning is what makes me thrive. Like, and I think learning is essentially connecting some dots in your own brain, but you've got to also be present. You've got to be present at the most deepest, most present level. Like, otherwise, you're going to miss everything. You're going to miss the whole point of life. And that is to be, right? Don't try to be a performer. Don't do that to feel loved. Just be you. And hopefully that's accepted. Also being you, right? And I just heard in a negative comment, it's like, you shouldn't give be yourself advice. It's like, I guess I never thought about that. There's probably bad people out there. Be yourself only if you're a good person. If you're a bad person, change yourself. If you're a bad person, you're unhappy. You're miserable. Be yourself if you're a good person. If you know if you're a good person or not. And if you deep down know you're not a good person, it's because of something that happened to you when you were a kid. And it's because your parents had a situation happen to them. Like, it's not your fault if you're a bad person. You just got a you got a bad hand and you got to freaking deal with it. So your climb is going to be that much harder, but I think your reward is going to be that much deeper and more exciting and more rewarding because you started here and you made it to here. Some of us are here and we make it to here. I don't know. I think I'd like to make that type of a leap, that type of a climb instead of that little bit. Like that growth right there, It's way more fulfilling than somebody who's here going to here, right? They'll never know what it feels like to be at the bottom, make it to the top if you're just kind of average. So that's kind of my message today. I don't know. It makes me think, makes me wonder, like, what's the whole point? What's the meaning of life? Why are we doing what we're doing? And I think this episode about understanding of, what really matters is that we want to feel loved, but it's not even that. It's that we just want to feel lonely. We don't want to feel rejected. So yeah, I hope everybody got something out of this episode. This might be my favorite episode yet, and it's freaking 25 minutes, but I could keep going if you want. But I gotta keep it short. Yeah. All right. Until next time. Thank you all for listening. Can't wait to edit this. I can't wait to put this out there to the universe. I think there's more. I think there might even be another part 3 if I freaking do it. I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface on really the deeper meaning of all this. And that's what I'm looking for. I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. For real. Wednesday, January 14th. I'm setting the tone right now. If you're listening to this, I think you're going to have an awesome day as well. Take care.